your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it.
Hey, it's your girl Josie, and I'm back with another video. We're in the car today. I haven't done a little video on the car in a long time, but this video is gonna just be like a little health update. It's been a little while since my last update, so let's get to it. I'm pretty sure where I last left off was the possible Mal's diagnosis. And yeah, like if we were deciding on a surgery or like what's going on with that. So here we go. I ended up doing a Doppler ultrasound, which showed the possibility of me having Mal's. Well, if you know Mal's is a compression syndrome, you can Google it. So pretty much it was showing restricted blood flow. I met with a surgeon, two surgeons. One ordered, they're trying to like weigh the benefits of like me going and having a surgery, if it's going to help stuff, if it's not going to help stuff. Because I also have gastroparesis and just like GI dysmotility issues. So either way, if I do have Mal's, I still have gastroparesis. Like that's not going to correct that. Which, duh, I know that. But, so, did the Doppler ultrasound, showed restricted blood flow, possibility of Mal's, saw the surgeons. First I saw this one surgeon, he ordered a CT angiogram, and that showed no Mal's. So, now I'm kind of in like a conflicting spot. Because there are people that they'll have a positive ultrasound and negative CT or blah, 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 blah. So I saw another surgeon. He feels, this surgeon was specifically vascular, and he feels I don't have Mal's and it's just gastroparesis. Yeah. So going back to the other surgeon, I ended up following up with him because obviously I wanted his opinion. And his next opinion is, his next recommendation is to the fact that I had a positive ultrasound, a negative CT. His personal opinion is to do a celiac plexus block to see if it helps symptoms or if it doesn't. So if it helps, then I most likely have Mal's. If we do it and there's nothing, no change, then I don't have it. So now I'm in a spot where I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it for me to do it or not. I have to further research into it before I go ahead and just jump in and do whatever. Like, he gave me my recommendation and my referral for the next doctor to do the celiac plexus block, which is just an injection, I believe, into your abdomen. And I understand the whole purpose of it is to like take away pain. My main symptom, usually, like right now I'm pretty stable. The fact that I'm on TPN and I'm not forcing things down and I do what I can has really helped me overall of lessening GI symptoms. Like obviously there's still days and times of the month that I flare up, and maybe that one day my stomach's really agitated and the next day I could be completely fine. Versus before it was like every day before I was on the TPN. It was just constant bullshit every single day. So I'm in a place where my main symptom isn't pain. My main symptom is like early fullness. I don't know how you say that word, but like however you say it, if you know what I'm talking about. And that obviously correlates with gastroparesis of you're eating, you can eat, not all, but you're eating, you could eat, but you can't take in large volumes. So obviously I said this before, I eat small meals throughout the day, and I'll try to incorporate small snacks. That's what works for me. Cool. Because obviously you're putting less volume in, so your stomach has to work less. It empties out quicker versus filling your stomach, and then the food is just sitting there, and it takes forever to flow and go through the process. So that's what I do for myself. Obviously, it's still not enough to fully nourish myself, not enough to fully hydrate myself. And like I said, with the celiac plexus block, my main symptom isn't pain. My main symptom is early fullness. So, yeah, so I just really got to research into it and see if it's worth it for me to do it or not. Yeah, so that's my update with that. Update with TPN, it's most likely going to be long term. I've had this discussion with my physician. He's great. Right now I still have the pick, but I'm supposed to do some type of line replacement. I think we're shooting for December, and I don't know if it's gonna be another pick. I don't know if we're gonna move to a Hickman in the chest, because that's more of a long-term line. We're figuring things out, but it's looking like more long-term TPN treatment, which I expected. I've already been on it for like pretty much, I would say 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years. But yeah, so it's looking like probably gonna be long-term. Because obviously the gastroparesis ain't going nowhere. I've tried multiple medications. There's only one that works for me, but it's still a thing of getting in enough to maintain myself. So, again, that's looking like more of a long-term treatment with TPN. Again, I'm not 100% dependent on TPN. I still do orally eat. I still do drink fluids and stuff, but it's just a matter of I'm not reaching those caloric goals myself. Or I can't drink enough fluids to keep myself hydrated. And it sucks, obviously, because nobody wants a line in their body. Nobody wants to be somewhat dependent on, like, I don't know, what would you say, like medical intervention, like medical, like, you want to be able to do things yourself, but it's like I'm a person where I just accept the reality of my digestive system is just compromised, and that's it. I'm a person, I never say never. You never know. New treatments come out. I know there's a possibility of things slowly getting better. And yeah, I'm a very go with the flow type of person. So we're looking at TPN now as being most likely more long-term for me. Like I said, in regards to a line, I don't know if we're going to do another pick. I don't know if I'm going to now get the Hickman in the chest and I won't have any line in my arm, but obviously it'll be in my chest. Yeah, so that's that. Obviously there's a possibility with TPN. I still infuse 7 days a week, but there's a possibility of even lessening days. I know people that they were on TPN for 7 days, and now they've cut down to infusions just 4 or 5 days a week, and that works for them. So I never say never. You never know what's going to happen, but is what it is. I'm grateful to have the treatment, because obviously it gives me some, like, it just gives me quality of life, and like, it's giving me quality of life back to where I'm not as symptomatic, and yeah, like, I just have more energy compared to how I was, and I can go out and just be me, live my life, do things I want to do, be a mom. Before it was just super hard. I was in such a dark place, mentally, physically. It was just scary. But now, correlating back with the whole TPN, I get labs done once a month, and I've talked about this previously. I always have somewhat of a low phosphorus, and we have no explanation to why, so we're like making progress with that. Like, there's times my phosphorus will be somewhat normal, and then it's just really low, and then it will go back to maybe normal, but then it's low again. It's like, it's just very weird. I've taken oral phosphorus supplementation, doesn't do anything whatsoever. My levels always stay the same. They increase the phosphorus in my bags, and it's like I'm getting more than an average person my age, with my needs, like, should be getting. It's way above that. And so from there, he ended up ordering a PTH level blood test, which is your parathyroid, and I think he checks it kind of like here and there, and one time it came back, I think it came back maybe a little bit elevated. So then from there I went and he ordered ultrasound of like my thyroid and everything, and that was completely normal. He was obviously, we're looking for an explanation of why the phosphorus is low. So with PTH, your parathyroid, the whole reason he ordered the ultrasound is he was looking for some type of like growth, to where it can interfere with my PTH levels, and then that can correlate with my phosphorus. Was completely normal. Next step, we did a 24-hour urine collection. That was pretty gross. So for the whole one day, I was just going, every time I had to go to the bathroom, I just had to go into a container. And then the following day, I had to drop it off at the lab, and that was to check my phosphorus output with my kidneys. So, yeah, a lot. But that came back, my kidneys are excreting more phosphorus than they should. So pretty much like the rate I'm getting phosphorus is the rate I'm losing phosphorus. For whatever reason, don't know. So now we're going into further explanation of things of, obviously doctors, they have their like colleagues and doctors that they work with and whatever. So he spoke with a nephrologist, which obviously is a kidney specialist, and he advised him to order a specific blood test on me, in regarding to my kidneys, and they ordered a bone density of my hips that I have to go do. So it even though I'm stable and I have my days, like it just be a lot that go on, you know? So yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm figuring out if I'm going to do the celiac plexus block or not. Do I have MALS or not? We don't know. We know I have the gastroparesis and that whole situation. TPN is looking long term. Figuring out the whole hypophosphatemia, like the low phosphorus level. Yeah, so I'm a continued question mark. But I'm making slow progress. I appreciate doctors that want to further figure things out. Like the doctor that I had before, this doctor that's managing my TPN, she was really good, but it came to a point where she wasn't comfortable with long-term TPN, and she had no explanation obviously to my phosphorus and really wasn't investigating it further. I'm 26. There's no reason for my kidneys to be excreting large amounts of phosphorus. Like, there's no reason for that. So I really appreciate this physician that's looking into it. Like I said, the other doctor, she would pretty much just order like oral phosphorus supplementation, and I would take it and it would do nothing. Or she would increase the phosphorus in my bags and it would change a little bit, but then it would be right back down. So I appreciate this physician where he's actually looking into other potential causes of why my body is getting rid of phosphorus. Even before, like when I was with a woman physician, I was trying to figure it out myself. I'm like researching into things because I'm speaking with the pharmacist that does my TPN, and they're like, "Oh, your phosphorus is so low. Did you take the oral supplementation?" I'm like, "Bro, like I took it. I'm not lying. I took it." And so I really appreciate when physicians actually listen to you and further look into things. Like they do their research. Like even like when I do like virtual appointments or I'll go see him. Like my last appointment with him, we did like a Zoom, and we were going over my medications that I take, and he's like, I'm looking up one by one if there's any cases and possibilities of any of these medications having negative effects with the kidneys and getting rid of phosphorus. So it's like, you want physicians like that. Don't go to a physician that's just, oh, I don't know what to do with you, and oh, let's try this and try, like, okay, yeah, it's great to like trial things, but it also comes to a point where if like things aren't working and you don't feel like you're being heard and understood, like I'm telling you, please find somebody else and move on to some like a different doctor. I've gone through it. It's not worth it trying to sometimes like debate somebody that's supposed to be on your team, you know? So yeah, that's really where I'm at. TPN, like I said, is looking long term. I'm figuring out if I'm going to do the celiac plexus block or not. Do I have mouths? Do I not have mouths? Is it just the dysmotility issues? Figuring out the whole phosphorus stuff. Yeah, so that's really it. I just wanted to do a quick update because I haven't really talked about it, and I really like being transparent when it comes to stuff with my health, because I know there are people out there that are just like me that have gastroparesis and people feel really lost, or maybe you have a chronically low phosphorus level, something similar to me, and you're going through it, and you can, obviously everybody's different, every case is going to be different, but it's something that you could possibly learn to bring on into like your case, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just where I'm at. This is why I just like to like bring awareness to obviously health and GI issues, and somebody that's on TPN, and maybe if you're a person where you're possibly going to be on TPN, like, it's not the end of the world. It is what it is. It's going to give you your quality of life back. I would just advise to be very cautious, be very safe, educate yourself. Yeah. I feel like some people, when they hear like, oh, like maybe TPN is a good solution for you, or this medication is a good solution for you, it's like sometimes your body genuinely needs the help, you know? And obviously it sucks. Nobody wants to be on medications. Nobody wants medical intervention. Nobody wants a line in their arm. Nobody wants feeding tubes. Nobody wants that. We didn't ask for that. We're all just trying to go to work, live our lives. You know, if you have kids, be a good mom, be a present mom. And it's super hard when you're trying to balance, obviously, life in general. But now when you're adding your own, like, health on top of it, it could just be very hard and very challenging. And then that's why, like, some people will message me, and I just be in my own world sometimes. And it's like, I'm not like personally or like intentionally doing things on purpose. First, like, sometimes I generally just need like time to like clear my brain, or just like time to research of things that's going on with my health and tests that are being ordered, or like anybody else. We all got a lot going on, and sometimes you generally just need the time to yourself to figure out what I'm doing, my next steps. Sometimes you just need time to, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes people could take it personally, and it's like, I'm just not that person. Yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to update in regards to that. Like I said, if you're a person going through something similar, I hope you could take from these videos and maybe apply certain things to your own case. Or if you just like learning about this type of stuff, I'm that type of person too. I love just learning about stuff involving health, or stuff involving just science, and yeah. But the human body, and overall, symptoms wise, I'm pretty good. Like I said, I have way better than where I was before TPN. I was a freaking hot mess. It was terrible. But now, like, I could take a couple days of a flare, or a day of pain where I don't feel good. Obviously it sucks, versus how I was, and it was every day. Like, I'll take that trade. You know what I'm saying? Obviously it sucks in regards to having a line and stuff, and just the risks that go with having a line and all that. Nobody wants that. It's scary. It's super scary. Always just trying to be like mentally aware, and being very like sanitary, and like no cross contamination of things, and then also, I'm just saying, and with my experience, I don't know, some people could like view you, not that I care how people view me, but it's just like people view you in a weird way in regards to like a line. Like, I've literally dealt with people where, I don't know, I feel like sometimes people just don't take you serious. Like, or people, like, I've literally had people just directly ask me questions in regards to my line. And it's like, I've never, I'm saying, I remember growing up as a young child, learning not to point things out, not to just directly ask questions pertaining to somebody's, like, physical appearance, or obviously if it's, like, something medically necessary or whatever, like, or you see somebody in a wheelchair, like, you're not gonna go, oh, why are you in a wheelchair? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've literally had people directly ask me, like, what is that? What treatment are you getting? What is it for? What issues do you have? And it's like, I don't mind when people go about it in, like, a right, respectful way, but it's like, when I don't even know you and you're trying to get that personal, it's none of your business. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I grew up in a world where it was, maybe you see it, but you don't really acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Not like, oh, what's that in your arm? And, what kind of treatment do you get? Oh, why do you get that treatment? Oh, now I have to go into detail about, not that I have to go into detail, but it's like, I have to explain to you about my digestive history, and, like, that shit is such bullshit. That shit pissed me off. Like I said, I don't care if somebody asks me in, like, a respectful way, but I've literally dealt with people I don't even know, and they will directly, like, try to ask you those questions. And it's like, bro, I don't know you. You're not entitled to know my medical history. You know, like, I don't know. That shit pisses me off. But, either way, I don't give a fuck. My line is my line. View me how you view me. Think what you think. At the end of the day, I'm a person. I'm very strong. I'm very, like, secure, and I know what I want in life. I know, like, I have my standards for myself. I have my boundaries for myself. I know what I'm gonna tolerate. I know what I'm not gonna tolerate. And yeah, but I don't know. Just don't be that person where you're like, oh, like I said, you see somebody in a wheelchair. Why are you in a wheelchair? Or you see somebody that maybe somebody was born and they don't have a full arm or something, and you don't go, oh, what happened to you? Or, you know, like, I don't know. I just view that as so ignorant and disrespectful. Or if somebody has a feeding tube, what's that? Like, what happened to boundaries? And just, like, you see it, but you don't acknowledge it unless that person acknowledges it. Like, they share it to you. I don't know. That's just me. That's just how I move. I'm not going to just go and ask a stranger and people questions. That shit weird. But, yeah, or even in, like, the workplace and stuff, like, it's the whole thing that goes with it. But, like I said, if you're a person that you're going through stuff and you have a feeding tube, you have a line in your arm, a line in your chest, you have a port, you need to use a wheelchair, you need to use mobility aids, whatever is going to help you to have better quality of life, do it. Don't be embarrassed. Don't think you're less than because you need the extra help. Fuck it. If it's gonna make you feel a little bit better and it's gonna give you that quality of life and you're gonna be able to go out and do what you want to do on a daily, who cares? Who cares what people think? And that's it. You gotta worry about you. You want to feel your best. That's it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Thanks for watching this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm still on the road to 500. I'm trying to do a variety here of, like I said, talking about my health, maybe videos with my kids, workout videos. I still got to do a dance video sometime soon. I just got a pole recently to incorporate some pole tricks and stuff into new routines and new videos. But yeah, so just like, share, comment, subscribe. I appreciate the support. I appreciate those who watch my videos. Yeah, I just hope I'm helping those who are looking for, whether that be like just advice or just reassurance of, I don't know, just things in general, or you're just trying to figure things out with your health, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, helping guide you, because like I said, I know what it's like to be in the lowest of lows, in a really dark place, mentally, physically, you feel like shit, you're lost, doctors aren't helping you, some people around you, or they don't understand. So, yeah, that's it. I just want people to feel, I don't know, just like some guidance, and know that like you're gonna be good. Just keep fighting the fight and just keep pushing. Like I said, if somebody's not helping you, move on to the next. Don't waste your time. And that's it. But again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And yeah. Bye. Till the next health update. Maybe I'll have further explanation of the whole phosphorus and whatever. Bye.